Alrighty, welcome back. So, Ny'ardbert has solved the issues of a serial killer that was basically a lady that was said she wasn't pretty. And as seems to be the case with literally everything that goes wrong around here, it was tied back to the ascians. Today, we're gonna pick up where we left off and see what is left for us to do, what our next quest is. I don't think we have anything like actively outstanding. I think they'd mentioned Limsa, so let's see where we go. Welcome back, Ny'ardbert. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelf's Wood? It was pretty good, bro. There were cabbage people. Oh, wait, no, that was earlier. Now there was not cabbage people. There was a serial killer. And there was like two masked dudes instead of just one. Two of La Habrea's minions? And they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then, the ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet, come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Skeletons. Alright, I'm ready. A whole crew's here.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The Echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept?
I guess?
Thank you.
We can't very well send him to Limsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Thank you for agreeing to handle Titan and the kobolds. As Y'shtola mentioned, the mission will be fraught with danger, so we will want to spare no preparation. I shall look forward to your triumphant return, as shall all your comrades. Go with the blessing of the crystal. It is cool seeing, like, them talk about history that, like, happened that we're not really related with. This, like, company of heroes that fought a primal previously. No matter one's past transgressions, all who have seen the dream are welcome, even men such as we. I've heard offers such as these before. All were not more than bait for the hangman's noose. Were you up to be hanged? A little worrying that you're here then, but, it's not my call to make, so... Let's see how things are going here. Hey, Bremen. Looks like the Antecedents found herself a good crop of aspiring heroes. I reckon Eorzea will be alright as long as these fine folk are around to protect her. FF16 continues to play on. They seem to have recruited Urianger. What's up, Clive? I'm told you're one of our finest, Ny'ardbert. I suspect we'll see much more of each other in the future. I'm not sure we will, but alright. As the primals fall, so do our spirits soar. Though mine aid be but modest, I nonetheless am heartened in my duties. If there's anything we can do to help, no matter how small, just ask. Broken carriage axle, cracked barrel, hell's even a leaky bucket. Say the word and we'll fix it. I don't want to believe that Master Garland is dead, but the chief wasn't the type to cut and run off. He would have gone to Carton. He would have been there when Dalamud fell, which means... What are you guys up to? Ny'ardbert, have you heard? I've been chosen to serve as Neroxia's bodyguard. There have been increasing reports of Imperial activity in Thanalan, and so the antecedent insists that our guests be escorted whenever venturing outside. I know how hard you of all people work to endear us to the Sylphs. I swear to you that I will guard our honored guest with my life, and not allow your efforts to come to naught. What's up, Ali? Guarding Neuraxia is a prestigious duty indeed. Ironvald is right to be excited. He's never crossed swords with a Garlean before. I worry what will happen if he's forced to confront his father's countrymen. Hey there, Abba. Congratulate the boy, Ny'ardbert. Chosen by the antecedent as the Sylph's bodyguard. What an honor! Of course, this means his dusty rags will no longer suffice. I say we get the boy a shiny new suit of silver armor, the kind of the Sultan's worn wear. Split the cost evenly and surprising. Not bad, eh? We could do that. Yo, do you sell silver armor? No, you don't sell jack shit. Well, you do sell potions. I'm out of those, so I'm gonna get like 20. Because I used literally every potion I had in my inventory during an incredibly extreme fate that I was sort of sad I wasn't recording for. Oh, Harbert, things went okay in the Lalamiga. With this many people here, we need a culinarian of our own. We can't subsist on rations and preserved foodstuffs forever. Leovan, you made friends! Alright, what are you up to, Una? Waking Sand sure is busy these days. Fresh-faced venturers eager to make their mark. Famous folks like you running off to face the bleeding Lord of the Crags. Maybe it's time for me and the boys to retire. Venturing's a dangerous calling, after all. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once, and that's that. You'll not believe it, but I've been summoned by Lady Minfilia. Do you suppose that she has an assignment for me? What I would not give to have something to fight for again. And yet, I must not be overeager. Oh, they listen to me. They're actually doing something. Ida is on her way to Gridania to request aid of the Order of the Twin Adder. In the meantime, we must learn all we can of the Primal Titan. Literature may yield us the odd morsel of useful information, but there is no surer way to seek the former members than to seek the former members of the Company of Heroes. And who are you, strange pantsless man with wild makeup? Maybe you're a lady? Pantsless person. This one has finally figured out a way to make walking ones be quiet. What does Friendly One think? This one is very convincing, yes? I mean, more than you were. You good? We're just hanging out? Alright. You guys take care of each other. If you fuck those people over, we're gonna have words. Hey, Tataru. Oh, hello. I'm afraid I have my joke about something. Good day, Ny'ardbert. I trust your investigation is faring well. Yeah, well enough. Stop crafting times? Oh, okay. Alright, so, Captain Rassadriki is normally at the aft castle. Oh, you'll see that I managed to clean up the UI a little bit. The quests on the right, I'm making it so only the one that we're like actively on is there. I decided to leave most of the other stuff because it's like actively useful. The one in the upper left isn't, but I do like having it there. It's the mini-map that I like had the option to get rid of and didn't. Ooh, cutscene. Good to see you, Privateer. The Scion sent word that you were on your way. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom. Privateer, right proud am I to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Ny'ardbert personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So, it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen, that each would keep to their own lands, and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lominsons who violated this agreement? Dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Ishola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Limits' citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private? Yes, ma'am. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates that they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for a conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet's mill in Lower Lenasia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Another quest? Sure. Pup no longer, Maelstrom. Ah, Privateer, just the man I was hoping to see. Your exploits of late have been the talk of Limsa. Don't let this puff your sails up too much, but I've heard some of the higher-ups saying that the Maelstrom would be lost at sea without you. I just saw that person's little red panda friend climb up their, arm, and that was great. Anyway, but I suspect you're not the type to rest on your laurels. Nay, the tempest raging in your eyes tells me they're looking for new waters to navigate. Fortunately, we have just the place for people like you. Have you perchance heard of the Wolves' Den, aka the PvP area? It's a proving ground of sorts, established by the Eorzean Alliance, a place where the most promising of Grand Company recruits are sent to hone their skills. The Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of Lanasia. The ferry at the Morby dry docks in Lower Lanasia will grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out Storm Captain Burkoya Ludislan. I've let him know that you're coming, so you can count on a warm welcome. You have a different quest here? Shadows on Cast. Huh. I don't know what that one is. Okay. Hello. What is involved with getting me a promotion? You're currently Storm Private 3rd class, while for Storm Private 2nd class, must fill the following requirements. Get some seals? Alright, done. In the name of the Admiral, I hereby appoint you to the rank of Storm Private 2nd class. May you ever serve the best interests of Limsa till sea swallows all. Is the next one also just getting a certain number of seals? It is. Not quite there, though. Alright, a couple more missions and we'll come back for that. There's a rank thing here, isn't there? What is it? Profile. Grand Company. Yeah, there we are. Alright, so my goal is that next time we run into the Admiral, we can at least be a corporal. Okay. Let's hide this one. And then where is this person we're supposed to talk to? You can ignore the PTSD music. It's still part of the Rising event. I don't know if I put the event video up. It'll probably be within one or two of whatever video this is. Alright, on we go. Watch out. We'll probably be doing the class quests for Gladiator and/or Pugilist soon. Because I do have those to a point where that is a reasonable thing to do. And I'll probably go unlock the job for my other higher level classes when we go to do Titan, probably, which is still a ways away. Not like super far, but a chunk. That seems like the appropriate, like, we need to hone our blade further before we can pursue our grand foe. They literally have in need in the name. Alright, what's the problem? Why? Why, I ask you? Why would Galagos want anything to do with my flour? It's not as if they can bake it into bread or lemon cakes. They can't, can they? That doesn't stop them from raiding my granaries day in and day out. If this goes on much longer, I'll have nothing to take to market, and the moneylenders will come for my only daughter. Please, I beg of you, help me drive off the beasts. Sure. 1,000 thanks, 1,000 thanks. If only I could find the words to thank you to— oh god, they're here! Okay, let's switch to Punchman. Watch out. Where is— there. Okay, cool. So, the Punchman's class is built around the idea that there are basically these three forms or like styles that you cycle through, and that different moves require you to be in one of the 3 styles and puts you in a different one. And so, while you have like a ton of moves, there's really only like 1 or 2 options at any given time. It makes for a very interesting flow. Yeah. Oh, hey, this person's at the same place as the MSQ that I am. I claim this bed in the name of me. Here, Strollo. The Company of Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of Eorzea. Even so, I must admit, I've never before met one of their members face to face. I imagined that a warrior who had toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory. Yet he seems to have settled in a place distinctly bereft of adoring crowds. Alright, track to him. What's up? Oh, I don't know the tune to this song. Lay down your burden, son, come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time, find ye a lass or 3. You gonna say something, venturer, or just keep staring? Eh? You wanna know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. You can't have Miller mill in peace no more. Still, seeing as you come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, mate. Old Traktum was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it that you wanted to know? Our boy, if he was an axeman, we should match him in kind. We too are axemen. Traktum is eager to regale you with the stories of his glory days. So you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when we hit ya, boy, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. Why, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. People around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. I mean, a bit. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. You're so damn desperate, well, why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Alright, do that and we'll talk. I'm a little leery of your competence if you do not know the name of the creature that you supposedly slayed. Are you perhaps taking the position of someone who was actually one of these Company of Heroes? Or are you just, like, so washed up you literally don't even remember his name? Neither is a great look. Oh, Rat King! Big rat. Alright, same thing. There, got rid of the rats. Yeah, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, venturer. Saved me the hassle of... Ah, never mind. Boy. Tractum appears to be ignoring you. What? You still asking how we beat Titus? I don't know, Adventurer. It was a pretty risky strategy. And only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do. Unless you prove you have what it takes to face the fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a Goobu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Anyway, why don't you try heading due west and stand and look out in case a Goobu comes calling. Slay it, I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Man, being a merchant must suck in this world. It seems like every couple quests, someone's cart just gets fucking annihilated by a random monster. Feel the ground tremble beneath your feet. Hello, Goobu farmer. Come, face me in combat. You must fall, so I learn the secret of Titus. And a mighty foe he was. Sora White Wolf. Huh. Yeah, you again. And that Gooba that was harassing the miller is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job. I literally walked outside, didn't came back in. Or whatever. Still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. Alright. That is not the same person. Okay. Tractum remains unconvinced of your readiness to defeat the dread primal Titus. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew a... Tractum, you in here drinking again? If you are, that Goobu would better be dead. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me word on it. Cleaved that beast skull in two with my trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? What will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Was it Tractum who slew that Goobu? Or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum. The finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who the hell is this Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Ah. Aye, well... See, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Hagenscheit I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. We'll learn the truth the Laminson way. Tractum, if you didn't slay that Goobu, you may consider your contract revoked. Sorry, buddy. That's rough. Don't know what your contract was, but you probably should have fulfilled it. Yeah. Sorry, I sneezed. Oh, we having a showdown? Maybe we can beat some sense into this guy. Alright, you know the rules. First man to smash his boulder will be judged the Goobu Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Who picked those boulders? They're nothing alike. How the hell, so let the contest begin. Who's behind you? Three-headed Goobu. Oh, I've been paralyzed. There you you maybe feeling a bit stiff by any chance? A little. Only killing's against the rules. There, you know what? That's fine. Still had it. Fucker me. I've got one of these. That's a fucking bomb? Alright. Real close. I don't know how long that fuse is. There. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering, Trektoon. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please, I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. Just I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everybody treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you went and believed me, so I... Look, his name was Whiskate, alright? Whiskate. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me, it's only fair. I mean, he's an idiot, but... Okay, to Costa del Sol then. Costa del Sol would be the location of our, the Sunshine Savior Adventures. I have Appa's Take a Chance on Me stuck in my head. Are you Whiskey? Barton, you wish to slay the Lord of the Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. Huh. You fancy yourself heroes, then, just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. My associate here is bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. He's blessed with a power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered. Useful, but will not be enough. It's true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you'll succeed. Believe what you will. We mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogamoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegoroju's estates. Perhaps you could demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I've said? We've not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy's at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamoro. It pains me to admit it. I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this particular task alone. I'll use the time to see to the remaining preparations.
Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well.
Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance.
Escape would like to verify that you are not a complete fraud. Master Gigaruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return it to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. That way? Alright. Be right back, Whiskey. Whiskey was one of those characters that I've never said his name aloud, and so I'm only learning now that his name is basically the word whiskey pronounced with an accent. And now I'm wondering if the other members of the Company of Heroes have some sort of silly naming convention. Okay. I have to hide here in the trees. There it is! What makes you inflated? Grab a leg. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Yeah, here's a leg. Almost as large as an elf goat leg, but several times leaner. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the Company of Heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. That is really funny that he tried it twice, because I'm assuming it's the same dude. Interesting. Perhaps there. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gigareju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gigareju's desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Ny'ardbert, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with the land animal at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Alright. So what was it? Camp Tranquil? Worries me that this one's called a modest proposal. That's the essay about eating babies, so... Do you require assistance, adventurer? So, this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Ny'ardbert. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Well, I hope you get it. You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Alright, what's the plan? Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. From whom? See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot, detail here being a rare exception. I had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just right for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far away from the child, and you'll surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Ny'ardbert. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. These adamantoises are pretty big and a higher level than the ones I'm used to, so you should come along, Kaiba. Help me fight. There's a Gizzle Greens in it for ya. Now, imagining the What's New Scooby-Doo is like, oh, would you do it for a Scooby snack? Alright, Kaiba, you ready? Oh, hello. There you go. Oh, I didn't actually pick it up. Eleno, got your stupid egg. Expected me to die, and if I took like under a minute. Happy now? I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. An exceptionally large egg with a seemingly unbreakable shell. When it hatches, the baby adamantoise that emerges will likely be as large as the hound. Such bravery, such recklessness. I'll serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. She makes haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you'll find a man named Uod Noon. He'll be your next guide. Safe travels, Ny'ardbert. To those with the long-reaching memories, you'll remember that Noon is the surname that one gets if you are the leader of a tribe. While I'm here... Oh no, I already turned those in. Okay. Is the other one in this area? Oh, it's a completely different thing. Alright, cool. To the south! Let's go, Kaiba. Angry River. I think I commented on his name last time we were here, but that is a good one. Oh, this is Malja territory. Okay. Gotta be careful. That is level 45. Oh boy. I might be in the wrong neighborhood. Ny'ardbert out here fucking around in the wrong group chat. What? That's a dead end. How do I get past it? Oh, these are a reasonable level. I must have just not gone the way that they expected me to. Well, luckily I didn't get attacked. Okay, there's a whole lot of desert out here. Ranger of the Drake. Last oasis for the killing moms ahead, my water-plump friend. Know it and know it well, if you have a mind to venture into the Sigoli. So yeah, since territory is sacred, so that's time to go finish this off. No worries. So you can see, since this is like a tribe, all of them have U apostrophe at the start of their names. This is the U tribe. Unlock the borders. They brought a Drake back. Hell yeah. Oh, sorry. State your business, adventurer. I'm here to fight Titan. So this is the one Whiskey sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you. Until I do, you'll receive no aid from me. Oh, you're rolling your R's. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain that Adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Noon I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong. Now I am Noon. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. This was not written to ever be read. Those rolling R's are in random places. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face the Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring me his necklace. Interesting, so maybe I could, like, throw this spear? Oh, nice little spring they got here. Into the desert. So how you doing, folks? Anything interesting happening in your assorted lives? Mine's had an interesting turn in the last few days. Nothing particularly unexpected, just... Okay. Why the fuck would putting a spear here lure the person out? Can I see the description of the weapon? A trophy claimed by Uyod Nun from the dying hands of an Amalja warrior. Okay, that'll do it. That's how you lay it out? Ny'ardbert, at least stick it in the ground. Like, that blends right in. Alright, whatever. Kia! Hello! My name is Ny'ardbert. I'll be your murderer today. Watcha! Sorry, buddy. And back we go. Oh, wait, I could just teleport. I forgot to attune. Whoops. Walked in, checked out the area, walked right past. Oh, I should not be here. That is a bathing area. It just looked like that one of those people had dialogue, which is funny. I just noticed the, like, maid butler outfit they got going on there. That's pretty cool. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Here, have a necklace. A confusion of teeth, bones, and claws strung onto a piece of leather. Supposedly, from the pattern in which items are ordered, other Amalja can glean the name and rank of the necklace's wearer. 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles, and make an excellent trophy. The spear belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent? Or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Both, actually. I figured out vaguely what you were doing, but the fact that he saw this thing laying down in the middle of the desert, absolute luck. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the Company of Heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sigoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. I know they're just trying to spook me, because, like, I am Baby, and they're like, we do not want Baby to go fight Titan. But it is kind of funny how, like, every single one of these has, been like, and yes, here this random thing is a terrible, deadly monster, and it will murder you. It will murder you so hard, Ny'ardbert. Oh. I do love how they use color in this game. Like, this feels like a completely different place than a lot of the other zones. A few more bells under the sun, this fish will turn ripe as a fairy apple. Alright, time to lie in wait again. Under this perfect cover over here. The cover of opening it on a sand dune. Why is a big worm? Hey, buddy. Whatcha? Get over here. Let's dance. Hell yeah. Got that worm meat. Soon. Someday we will fly. I mean, we're only, like, a little more than halfway to getting flight in the first zone it's available in. So, I wouldn't say we're close. I also, once again, forgot to tune to the crystal, I think. Right? I think I walked right past it. Let's find out. Did I? Yeah, I totally did. I'm so out of practice. I return with worm. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? A large round slice of well-worked worm white meat. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Ny'ardbert. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Weisgate. And worry not, you have my word that you will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Weisgate's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you'll be meeting the captain again soon, there's something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Alright, I'm going that way anyway. What you got? Our mount has increased zoomies. The captain was always fond of this brandy wine. I'd be grateful if you would deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Aye, Weisgate was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert moulder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please, give him my regards, Ny'ardbert. Okay, I'm gonna teleport back to Costa del Sol, but before I do that, I'm gonna go check off that quest I have over there. So, I will come back when we teleport. Outside. It's not its reflection the other way, or does it come out? Okay. So I meant to cut away there. I probably still will, but I legitimately don't know where I am. Cool, though. It's got a temple to Naldthal, which is the god of life and death. What a weird one-way path. Alright. Now I'm going to teleport to Costa del Sol. And bam, we're in Costa del Sol. Hello, Weisgate. I have brandy wine for you. Well met, Ny'ardbert. Langenal and Uadnon both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? A deep caramel-colored spirit made from twice distilling fine red wine and then aging it in rosewood barrels for at least 30 summers. Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the log stop, and the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. The quest, The Things We Do for Cheese. Great title. That's a whole bunch of kobolds and a big drill. Yeah, I guess we haven't really taken a quick look at kobolds yet. I'm not gonna fight these if I can avoid it, but these are the folks that summon Titan. They're little, like, monkey dudes that wear helmets. And live underground, mostly. Though these guys are up here right now, obviously. A piece of history that we'll eventually go into more, but is, like, relevant for the context of the whole deal with Limsa and the kobolds. They were sort of obligated to enter a deal when they first arrived because they, like, needed to coexist in some way. But the wording of that deal was, like, a little too flowery and vague, and so as a result, it became basically impossible not to break it, and everyone thought that it was everyone's fault. So while the Admiral definitely did still fuck up and probably could have handled it better, not as, like, expansionist colonialism as it seems like it probably could have been. What's the hurry, Venturer? Eh? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement. I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to the Raincatcher Gully. Hello, ferry skipper over yonder. We're going to Raincatcher Gully. Are you coming along? Yes, please. What nice, chill music. And ruined it. Cool. Okay. Pshka. 10 flaps of rice can't be reaching ears of Brayflocks. Uplanders come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chase Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander, give safety to Longstop with much hand-lending. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to head in there, and I haven't decided what class I'm going to do it as, but that will be our next dungeon. So I'm going to go ahead and split this recording. This will probably still be the same episode, but just to avoid dropped frames, and we'll see if that works the way I'm hoping it does. Because I've been trying to address that issue with mixed results. So, without further ado, I present Brayflocks' Longstop. Did our sign buddies get new gear? They did, didn't they? Oh gosh. You're right up on me. Where are you headed? Yeah, it's different stuff. There's a little thunder. There's. That is a ridiculous hat, but I'm happy for you, bud. I'm sure it has better stats than the previous hat. That is a big dragon. Oh, away it goes. Yes, that's right, Silent Thermocharge. We do have to help them. I should probably put my tank stance on. This slaughtered area. Let's get this done. Hey, over here. No. Okay, so I need to go find a key. That's up there. I'm gonna fuss with my settings to maybe make this screen a little less cluttered. Okay, fussed around with that. We're gonna try this out for a bit and see if that's better. Are you not being attacked? Usually... I guess they changed it. Hello, Goblin. Oh, you're just giving me the key now. Okay, thank you. Alright, let's fight! The great yellow pelican. God, I still have, like, trauma memories from trying to fight this thing alone during Rune Age quests. I didn't even have to, like, get anything from it. It's the boss after it that dropped something, but I needed to get past it, and it was just a nightmare. Whoa, okay. It's pretty dangerous now, though. Get out of there, Scion Lancer. Oh, we got God. Ooh, boy, cutting it close on that one, Conjurer. Hey, 1 HP is not 0. So that there was what I was talking about a while back with, like, stepping into zones when the zone disappears, not when the animation finishes. Because, like, it looks like I got hit by that breath, but I didn't, because I wasn't in the zone when it got checked, even though the animation might happen. There we go. Well, so it looks like they cut the mechanic of this dungeon, which was that... Oh no, there is still a goblin here. Okay, it used to be that the goblins were being, like, chased around by the random monsters. And that if you get in there and save them, it would give extra loot. Yeah, which I guess just happened, so I guess he was being saved. Weird. They just... visible. Guess he was doing a good job hiding. Marauder's Ring? That's for me. It's right there in the name. So I'm sure that's the path to progress. So I kind of want to see what's over here. Oh! This guy's being ambushed. Alright, let's save him. Oh wait, I didn't check if he gave us anything. Did you give us a treasure? You did! Thank you. Much gobby thanks. Even though it's a hat that I do not need. I appreciate the sentiment. I guess at some point I'll have to pick up a magic class. I'm hopeful that one of the classes they add in Dawn Trail is a casting class. Oh boy, you're also being attacked. That way I can just grab one for the roll quest without having to like level it up from scratch. It's currently the highest level caster that you could pick up is Red Mage, I think, which starts at 50. 50 to 90 is a pretty long hike for a couple of roll quests. Treasure. Thank you. I can't jump down from here. Sad.
Ooh, new armor. Oh, wait. Did I get turned around? I may have. I did. This way. Hello, Inferno Drake. Watch out! Hell yeah. Good job, Thaumaturge. No sense saving one brick. I like to think that he did it right out of the gate because the Lancer hasn't been using it lately, and they're like, man, if no one's gonna use this, I'm gonna use this. Where is that? There it is. Oh, they're chasing around Reflux. Stop that. Hey! Hey! Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Come here. Come here. Down an explosive? Did you just make it angry? Okay, well it's dead now. Hell yeah. Thank you, Brave Box. Oh my god. Hey, over here. Hey! You! Come here. Thank you. Rude. Very rude. Leave Brayflox alone. I only blew you up a couple times. I'm the one hitting you in the face with an axe. Hey. Be nice, Conjurer. Like, just someone's involved in something called the Company of Heroes doesn't mean that they have to be a big bad warrior themselves. Everybody needs a support. I feel like they trimmed down the number of beds in here. I don't think that's a bad thing, mind you. I'm pretty sure there were way too many before. Oh, okay, I think I know what I need to do to change the settings to make it less cluttered. Alright, take number 2. Okay. Alright, let's see if that worked the way I wanted it to. Alright, cool, it does.
Still has a fair amount of flying attacks, but like that's actually somewhat useful information for me. The names were just cluttered up. Targeted creatures show their name. Alright, Hellbender. It's a hell of a name for a salamander. It's a little thing, but I like that the little, like, shouted lines from our thaumaturge have gotten more confident. They're still the same tacky, like, high fantasy wizard shit, but it's, like, he's not stuttering them or, like, trying to figure out which ones to say. Whoa! Is the fight over? Oh no, okay, we're fighting a dragon now. Hi. And away he goes. Okay. Is the fight over? Huh. So if we're in this thread. Oh, I just need a little overlock. That's cool. Hello? Okay, cool. There's my gun. Fight me, leopard. I don't know if there's anything down here anymore. There used to be a chest. Maybe it just drops it now? Let's see. I guess it's just optional for no reason now. Huh. I feel kind of bad about coming down here and killing it. It's always nice seeing dragons with breath weapons other than fire. What? Okay. There's a different mechanic there used to be. And apparently those two did not prepare to do it. Conqueror, you gotta heal yourself. Okay, cool. Oh. What is that? Walk pattern. Plants are cutting it close today. First one to explode. I'm just not quite gonna get there. I was hoping to do the LV2. Crushed it. Good job, guys. Oh, hello, Brayflox and gang. Brayflox has come to give goodly uplander Gobby head landing. You're a little late, Ness. Sorry. Do you guys have lines yet? No? Nah, just cheery modes. Alright. They were ready to help. They're just a little late. Pshh, goodly uplander has thanks of Gobbyflock. Flighty beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brayflock's happy gives tasty fresh gobby treats to clever Uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet gobby treat. Special make with secret gobby arts. No party complete without gobby gouda. Brayflock's every say. Okay. Oh, interesting. Did I turn the names off for all NPCs? I may have. You know, actually, that seems like a good breaking point. How about we wrap here, and we will resume heading back to Whiskey next episode, I guess? And we'll follow that through all the way up until Titan. Because I am lost. So I'm going to teleport there. Alright. See you next time, folks. Adios.